You ever get the feeling an album is saying way more than it lets on?
Obsessed with me and it's not on no hetero vibe. Handle beef so quiet, you think that I'm letting it slide.
Well, with For All the Dogs, Drake didn't just drop a relationship record. He dropped a minefield of subliminals aimed straight at Kendrick Lamar.
Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to Cell Block 1.
What the fuck? Yo, shout out to Caesar, man.
How? Hold on, bro. How?
And if you think Kendrick didn't notice, you haven't been paying attention. Today, we're breaking down every single Kendrick sneak diss hidden in Drake's album.
You didn't have to win anything, you already won. You understand? And then I did a little research, and Michael Jackson holds the record with 12 nominations.
Yeah,
You almost had the same amount of nominations as Michael Jackson for Thriller.
the legend. I
mean-
don't want to go past that.
Told Jimmy Jam I use a Grammy as a doorstop.
No.
But what if you had 13?
No. I take back. I can't fathom being as great as Michael without putting out the work. So 11 is perfect. You know, he's the legend.
And if I fuck with you, then after I might eat it.
Derry, I'm glad it's at
What
12.
happens? Say you do get 13. Kendrick, let's think about this.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost happened. I mean, then what do we have to do? You just gotta
Beat it, what the fuck, bro? I'm one away from Michael, nigga. Beat it, nigga. Beat it.
leave the country. You gotta do something else. You gotta figure out something.
Hidden in Drake's album. From the denied feature request
Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got.
Oh my god, he hates this nigga. Oh my fucking god, he hates this nigga.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
That nigga don't like you.
He don't fuck with you, gang.
bar for bar chess match that led to the biggest rap beef of the decade. We're pulling back the curtain on all the coded shots, the double meanings, and the warnings that Kendrick heard loud and clear. So grab your headphones, because we're about to dissect every line, every layer, and every warning Drake tried to slip past the culture. This is the real story behind For All the Dogs, and how Kendrick turned every sneak diss into a public execution. Let's get into it. Tea time, tea time, tea time.
Tea time.
Word.
Tea time, tea time, tea time.
That's how Drake opened his verse on Travis Scott's Meltdown in July 2023. But what if I told you Drake announced his entire sneak diss album, For All the Dogs, on someone else's song 2 months before it even dropped? Let's set the scene. July 28th, 2023. Travis Scott drops Utopia, and Drake's Meltdown verse is instantly the most talked about moment. He sent that verse last minute while on tour, already deep in the FATD sessions. And the verse? It's a sneak diss record. Shots at Pusha T, at Pharrell, all on Travis's own song without warning. Drake was already in spill mode. He was ready to air people out. But here's where it gets pathetic. Drake hijacked his friend's album rollout to settle personal scores. Imagine being Travis Scott, dropping your highly anticipated album, and your homie uses his guest verse as a therapy session for his grudges. Tea time wasn't just a bar, it was a triple, maybe quadruple entendre. Tea time is gossip time, Drake's about to spill. Tea time is Pusha T time, addressing his rival. Tea time is a golf flex, a lifestyle bar. But the real layer? Drake was announcing that his next album, dropping just 2 months later, was going to be full of tea, subliminals, sneak disses, and this is classic Drake strategy. Announce your intentions through wordplay so convoluted that you can always claim plausible deniability. I never said that. You're reaching. It's the musical equivalent of subtweeting, grown man behavior, right? The timeline proves it. July 28th, Meltdown drops. October 6th, For All the Dogs drops, loaded with subliminals at Kendrick. Drake was recording FATD while dropping that verse. He already knew the feature request was denied. The bitterness was brewing. Tea time wasn't just a bar. It was a preview of a man so pressed about being left on red that he's about to dedicate an entire album to passive aggression. Chapter 1. The denied feature request, when keeping it real goes wrong. Let's talk about the song that never was. First Person Shooter was supposed to be the ultimate Big Three summit, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar, all on one track. DJ Academics confirmed it. Verses were reworked because Kendrick Lamar did not respond to the feature request. Kendrick left Drake on red. No response, no verse, nothing. And let's be clear about what this means. Drake reached out, probably thinking this would be some grand gesture of unity, a historic moment. He probably imagined the headlines, the big three finally unite. He was ready to play peacemaker, the bigger person, the one who extends the olive branch. Kendrick said, "No thanks." Not even a courtesy response, just silence, radio silence, the kind of silence that echoes in your head at 3 a.m. when you're scrolling through old messages wondering why someone ghosted you. Except Drake's not some heartbroken teenager. He's supposedly the biggest rapper in the world, and he just got curved, hard. Why did Kendrick say no? Industry leakers said Kendrick thought it was a setup. He and Drake had been trading subliminals since 2012. Kendrick had just dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. Why would he join a celebration song with someone he's been beefing with for a decade? But think about Drake's audacity here. You spend years throwing subliminals, talking slick on records, making snide comments in interviews, and then you think you can just send a feature request like nothing happened. Like you can press the reset button whenever it's convenient for you. That's not how beef works, my guy. You don't get to throw stones and then demand everyone come to your cookout. So Drake rewrote the song. Part 1 kept Cole's verse referencing the big three. Part 2, the beat switch, was added after the rejection. The entire second half of First Person Shooter was born out of bitterness. And this is where it gets really sad. Instead of taking the L gracefully, instead of moving on, Drake turned a celebratory track into a resentment manifesto. He literally couldn't help himself. He had to let everyone know he was hurt. The whole second half of that song is just Drake working through his feelings about being rejected. It's not even clever, it's transparent. And Kendrick confirmed it on Euphoria. Surprised you sent that feature request. You know we got some shit to address. Kendrick heard the bitterness. He heard the passive aggression. And he called it out for exactly what it was. Drake trying to avoid accountability by skipping straight to false unity. Chapter 2, First Person Shooter, bar by bar, the anatomy of insecurity. Let's...
Big as the Super Bowl.
Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. It's be about time.
Right out the gate, he's already trying to rewrite history. Your verse would have been trash anyway. This is textbook cope. When you get rejected, you immediately devalue what you couldn't have. I didn't want to go to that party anyway. She wasn't even that cute. It's the musical equivalent of sour grapes, and it's embarrassing to watch in real time. Then, like a kid that act bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and
And from
Cole.
January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole.
Because he didn't respond to your text? This is giving hurt feelings. This is giving my ego can't handle rejection. This is not the confident superstar you're trying to portray. Drake's telling Kendrick, the big three? Nah, it's just me and Cole now. He's deliberately excluding Kendrick after being rejected. But here's the thing, you can't fire someone who already quit. Kendrick wasn't trying to be in your big three. He's been telling you for years he's in a different lane. So you excluding him is like breaking up with someone who already dumped you. It's not a power move, it's damage control. The fuck the big three is just big me. Because Kendrick heard the subtext. Drake was trying to position himself as the one doing the excluding, when really, he was the one who got excluded from Kendrick's circle.
Squill, most of y'all just envy, but jealousy get you killed. When they argue the hardest, most of y'all throw rocks and try to hide your hand.
Is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me?
And just say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman. Location, I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga,
Seriously, Kendrick?
Then the beat switches.
I'm about done.
2,000 years later.
I'm about done. 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 Yo.
and Drake goes full subliminal assault, or what he thinks is subliminal. In reality, it's about as subtle as a neon sign. I click the trigger on the stick like a high beam. Drake's playing tough guy now, talking about being armed and dangerous. This is the same guy who spent the last decade making feelings music and singing about his
Trigger on a stick like a high beam, and I was been real good when I was 19.
exes. But now, suddenly, he's Mr. Tough Guy because... why? Because Kendrick hurt his feelings? The overcompensation is palpable. We all know you're not about that life, so stop pretending. You niggas is still taking pictures on a Gulf Stream / my younger's richer than you rappers and they all stream. Ah yes, the classic Drake flex, wealth and streaming numbers. Because when you can't compete artistically, you compete with your bank account.
The flashy nigga with nasty decisions, using money as a backbone. I want his head cracked before he's back home.
Kendrick lives modestly because he doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't need a fleet of cars or a mansion to feel valid. He just drops generational albums every few years and reminds everyone why quality trumps quantity. Drake's calling Kendrick's wealth performative, which is ironic coming from a man who literally performs wealth. Designer clothes, luxury cars, mansion tours on Instagram. Everything Drake does is for the camera.
Pocket watching, you must be the police. God bless these words, dear God bless how I think.
Kendrick just lives. The projection here is wild. I really hate that you've been selling them some false dreams. This bar. This is where Drake reveals his whole game. He accuses Kendrick of selling a fake image, the conscious rapper persona.
The whole point of Good Kid, Mad City is that
he was a good kid in the Mad City.
Cole loses sleep on this, it ain't me.
Cole loses sleep on this, it ain't me.
Cole did say he was losing sleep. Why?
Shout the season, man.
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
Out here begging for attention, nigga, say please.
He using that N-word.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
What do you mean by that?
I ain't gonna lie, Kendrick sometimes he do be rapping like he trying to free this slave.
Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees.
Money trees from the Kid Mad City. I like that.
Said Kendrick don't take care of his hood.
You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen.
Say you ain't even marry a black girl for real.
Hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem.
Not only that, he cheated on his mixed queen with a white woman.
He is trying to hit the line.
On some Bobby shit, I wanna know what Whitney needs.
Again?
Whitney need. Oh! Is his wife named Whitney?
Yup.
That's crazy.
All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens.
Oh shit, this nigga going for his wife and shit?
We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me.
Oh Lord! I ain't gonna lie, Drake
Be tired of you talking about his kids.
Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me.
He said the caption screaming, save me.
What's her Instagram? Kendrick wife Instagram. I push through the work on my internal self for the greater good of my family. Scream save me like a motherfucker.
I heard that one of them little kids might be day free.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
Oh my God.
He is not letting that go.
Bro, why y'all keep saying Drake like minors, bro?
Trying to strike a chord.
Cause it's probably
A minor.
He held that bitch too. That's crazy.
Him dragging out A minor in the same way that Drake just dragged out that one dude's name.
Then Drake said free.
Oh no!
Yo! You listening?
I'm listening, B-Lou.
Don't make it day free.
Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. We still double down, calling us some slaves. And
This is new! Bro, I just dropped that.
Yeah.
10 hours ago, 12 hours ago. He got on there.
Wait, did he write this last night?
To Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
You not a colleague.
You a colonizer?
He called that
a slave owner, bro.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Ooh, God plan family matter.
He's saying Kendrick's Voice of the People brand is manufactured. But let's think about this critically. Drake is bothered that Kendrick positions himself as conscious. Why? Because it works. Because people respect it. Because when Kendrick speaks, people listen. And when Drake speaks, people stream it but don't necessarily believe in it. Drake has hits. Kendrick has legacy. And that difference eats at Drake. Drake's whole career has been about being relatable, being the everyman. Kendrick dove deeper into therapy, trauma, and transformation. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was an entire therapy session. Drake makes music about his feelings. Kendrick makes music about healing from his feelings. There's a difference. So when Drake says false dreams, what he's really saying is, I wish I had the credibility you have. If your pub was up for sale, I buy the whole thing.
These niggas talking out of their necks.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The king is back! Oh shit! He's rapping!
Out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro.
Whoa, who threatened Kendrick? Who threatened Kendrick?
Ooh, don't pull them coughing out your mouth.
I'm way too paranoid for a threat. It's so crazy.
That means if you threaten me, it's a rap. Te jodiste. That's Spanish for you yourself.
I'm gonna get at you
Drake's
first.
telling Kendrick, I could literally buy everything you own and make you my employee. It's a devastating financial power move. If you're 12 years old and think money equals respect.
DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean,
Wait a minute. That's a fact. It's a lot of goofies with a check.
Drake, he's calling you a goofy. Jermaine Cole, he's calling you a goofy. I'm not. I didn't say this. Don't look at me like that. He's saying this.
I don't know how many people caught that. A lot of goofies with a check means, yeah, also a lot of trash people that get a check. But who the f is Drake signed to? Or who is he sponsored with? Nike. A lot of goofies with a check.
Kendrick doesn't care about your money, Drake. Kendrick has a Pulitzer. Kendrick has universal critical acclaim. Kendrick has respect from every legend in the game. You can buy publishing catalogs all day. You still can't buy legitimacy. This bar is actually sad when you think about it. Drake's flex is, I have more money than you. Okay? And? That's supposed to hurt Kendrick's feelings? The man who raps about keeping his circle small, staying grounded, and not getting lost in the fame? You think he cares that you can outbid him at an auction?
If your pub was up for sale, I buy the whole thing.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
Will they ever give me flowers? Well, of course not. Finally, some honesty. Drake admits the industry won't give him the credit he thinks he deserves. And you know what? He's right. They won't. Because flowers are earned through artistry, innovation, and impact. Drake has hits. Drake has numbers. Drake does not have the artistic legacy of a Kendrick Lamar, and deep down, he knows it. They don't want to have that talk, because it's a sore spot. The industry doesn't avoid crowning Drake because of conspiracy. They avoid it because it's not a debate. When you put Drake next to Kendrick in terms of artistic merit, depth, cultural impact, and critical acclaim, it's not even close. Drake knows this. That's why he's framing it as a sore spot, because acknowledging the truth would be uncomfortable for him. They know the boy, the one they gotta boycott. Drake claims the industry is actively conspiring against him. Let me repeat that. The most commercially successful rapper alive, the man with the most Billboard hits, the artist who dominated streaming for over a decade, thinks he's being boycotted. This is delusion at its finest. Drake isn't being boycotted. He's being held to a higher standard because he positions himself as the best. And when critics say, you're not the best, he cries foul. That's not a conspiracy, that's accountability. Then Drake drops one of the most loaded lines on the whole album. I told Jimmy Jam I use a Grammy as a doorstop.
I told Jimmy Jam I use a Grammy as a doorstop.
I'm one away from Michael / nigga beat it, nigga beat it. He's not.
Bro, I'm one away from Michael, nigga beat it, nigga beat it.
He's taking a direct shot at Kendrick's legacy. See, Kendrick is the only rapper in the conversation who's ever come close to Michael Jackson's Grammy record. In 2016, Kendrick had 11 nominations for To Pimp a Butterfly, just one shy of MJ's 12 for Thriller. But here's the difference. When Kendrick was asked about it on The Tonight Show, he said he didn't even want to break Michael's record.
Already. Appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to win anything, you already won. You understand? And then I did a little research, and Michael Jackson holds the record with 12 nominations.
Bro, I'm one away from Michael, nigga. Beat it.
Yeah.
You almost had the same amount of nominations as Michael Jackson for Thriller.
The legend. I mean, want to go past that though.
No.
No.
But what if you had 13?
No. Take back. I can't fathom being as great as Michael without putting out the work. So 11 is perfect. You know, he's the legend.
He called MJ untouchable, said he was just honored to be mentioned in the same breath. For Kendrick, it was always about the art, the impact, the legacy. But Drake's not talking about artistry, he's talking about numbers. He's saying, I'm one away from Michael Jackson's record, so beat it. He's trying to put himself in the same league as the king of pop, not by changing the culture, but by racking up stats. It's a numbers game, not an art game. So while Kendrick was showing respect to MJ and focusing on the music, Drake's trying to flex on Kendrick with stats instead of substance. And that's exactly why, when Kendrick finally responded,
I'm really like that, and your best work is a light pack, nigga. Prince outlived Mike Jack, nigga. Boom.
Ooh, Prince outlived Mike Jack.
I just got that.
Drake said, "I Mike Jack beat it,"
but he's using the flow too. What he mean by that?
Drake always compares himself, or didn't. In the song, he said, he's like Michael.
Oh, so Drake think he Michael now, just cause he light-skinned and shit.
Because if you think about it, Drake is the Michael Jackson. Big numbers to the Prince is the artist. Kendrick. He's saying Prince outlived Mike Jack. Rest in peace to Mike Jack, but that is factual.
I'm one away from Michael / nigga beat it. Drake's competing with Michael Jackson, not Kendrick. Beat it is both an MJ reference and a dismissal. Get out of my way. But here's the problem. Michael Jackson earned his flowers while alive. Michael Jackson was universally recognized as a genius. Michael Jackson didn't have to convince anyone he was great. It was self-evident. Drake has to constantly remind people, constantly defend his position, constantly justify his place in history. That's not Michael Jackson behavior. That's insecurity masquerading as confidence. Don't even pay me back on none of them favors. I don't need it. And here it is, the ultimate Drake manipulation tactic. I did favors for you, but don't worry about it. Except he clearly does want recognition, or he wouldn't be bringing it up. Drake believes he put Kendrick on, features, tours, cosigns, and maybe early on, there's some truth to that. But Kendrick surpassed Drake artistically years ago. Kendrick doesn't owe Drake anything anymore. If anything, having Kendrick on Poetic Justice elevated Good Kid, Mad City, not the other way around. This I don't need it energy while clearly needing validation is exhausting to witness. Chapter 2.5, J. Cole's Complicity, The Friendly Fire. Cole jumps in, not the 3, not the 2, I'm the UNO / numero UNO.
UNO. Yeah. Okay, so now you the one. Numero UNO.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
The way that I spiritually feel bad on me, like.
Oh no.
What is this throwing rocks and hiding my hand shit? Now you the one. Numero UNO. Me.
So that was a
But this is peak delusion in the service of friendship. Cole knows he's not better than Kendrick. Everyone knows. Even Cole knows. He literally apologized later. The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. Cole and Drake as equals. Kendrick is not included. This is where Cole got manipulated into Drake's agenda. Drake needed someone to validate the "it's just us two" narrative, and Cole played along. Love when they argue the hardest, MC / is it K. Dot? Is it Aubrey? Or me / we the big 3 like we started a league, but right now, I feel like Muhammad Ali. Cole acknowledges the big 3, then says he's the greatest right now. Brother, no. Just no. This is why Cole backed down, because deep down, he knew this was cap. Everybody steppers, well, fuck it. then everybody breakfast and I'm about to clear up my plate. Cole dismisses the steppers concept. If everyone's a stepper, then everyone's food. Except when the real stepper showed up, Kendrick, Cole literally apologized for even being involved. So much for clearing plates.
These niggas talking out of their necks.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The king is back! Oh shit! He's rapping!
Out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro.
Whoa, who threatened Kendrick? Who threatened Kendrick?
Ooh, don't pull them coughing out your mouth.
I'm way too paranoid for a threat. It's so crazy.
That means if you threaten me, it's a rap. Decode. That's Spanish for you yourself.
I'm gonna get at you first.
I'll end your life just for the threat, just so I don't have to deal with whatever might be coming in the future.
DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean,
Wait a minute. That's a fact. It's a lot of goofies with a check.
Drake, he's calling you a goofy. Jermaine Cole, he's calling you a goofy. I'm not. I didn't say this. Don't look at me like that. He's saying this.
I don't know how many people caught that. A lot of goofies with a check means, yeah, also a lot of trash people that get a check. But who the f is Drake signed to? Or who is he sponsored with? Nike. A lot of goofies with a check.
I hold them sentiments symbolic. Oh, my temperament bipolar, I choose violence.
He said, my temperament is bipolar. I choose violence. On the last album, he was talking about, he didn't say he chooses peace, but he's talking about therapy and blah, blah. So he goes, my temperament is bipolar. I can switch it up. Like, now I'm choosing violence. Like,
I said I'm way too paranoid for
a threat, bro. I hope he said I hope the sentiments are symbolic. Like, you don't really feel the like. Hold on,
you don't really feel what you're saying.
Get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem.
It's time for him to prove that he's a problem.
Cole caused some strays.
J. Cole been begging for smoke.
J. Cole, you did 2 tracks. I didn't hear the part 2 yet, but basically I feel like you was putting out smoke signals, and he answered it. It's time for you to prove that you're a problem. Round 1 is on you.
It's clicking up, but pay not be legit. No 40 water. Tell him. Yeah.
No!
They clicking up, bro.
Who clicking up? Kenny?
Yeah. Kendrick, I see that. I see what y'all doing over there.
He talking about the yo, he gotta be. Who else?
Yeah, get up with me. Fuck sneak this and first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like
oh my god. Sneak dissing. He said it.
Yo, why? Lord, why? Kendrick, don't do it, please. Oh, I don't want to press play. I don't want to press it. I'm scared.
No sneak dissing. I'ma tell y'all straight up. I got a problem with you and you.
First person shooter, who had that?
I only know 2 that made a song called First Person Shooter. And they was playing chess, wasn't they? Clicking up.
Oh, that was the collab song. Oh yeah, it's confirmed. That's confirmed.
fuck rap. This Melly Mel if I had to. Got 2 T's with me.
Melly Mel?
Melly Mel is a grandfather of legends.
One of the creators of hip hop. Buck rap. I'll diss that motherfucker.
Yep.
I will diss him. I don't give a shit. What?
I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's lost too many soldiers, not the players.
Look how you say tattoos.
If he walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop.
Yo, he's dropping bars, bro. That's a haymaker right there. You know, he's walking around the stick. Obviously, you know, Andre 3000, instead of rapping, he dropped a diss. Pardon me, not a diss track, a flute track.
They worked for Willy Wonka for a week.
About the location, I still got PTSD. Motherfuck the big 3. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga,
the big 3, it's just
seriously, Kendrick? Why he say that?
J. Cole said, pretty much, who's the best 3 right now? Is it K-Dot, Aubrey, or me? Big 3 like we started the league, right? Okay, here comes Kendrick. I excluded everybody.
F your big 3. Nigga, it's big B. I'm better than both of you niggas.
J. Cole, you not even in the conversation.
I ain't gonna lie, but this is like Kendrick though. Kendrick is the type of that Cat Williams. Yeah. It's Club Shay Cat. This is noble. This is a noble moment.
I'm really like that. And your best work is a light pack, nigga. Prince outlived Mike Jack, nigga. Boom.
Ooh, Prince outlived Mike Jack.
I just got that.
Drake said I Mike Jack beat it.
But he's using the flow too.
What he mean by that?
Drake always compares himself, or didn't. In the song, he said he's like Michael.
Oh, so Drake think he Michael now, just because he light-skinned in this shit.
Because if you think about it, Drake is the Michael Jackson. Big numbers to the Prince is the artist. Kendrick. He's saying Prince outlived Mike Jack. Rest in peace to Mike Jack, but that is factual.
For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. He gon' see Pet Cemetery, nigga.
What? What? Come on. You ain't catch that? Kendrick, that's a K dot. That's a K with all these nines. K9s.
Okay, you talking about K9's Dogs and Pet Cemetery.
Yeah,
okay,
that's the album like.
That's whose album?
For all your dogs, Drake's album.
Drake, you have 24 hours, bro.
Selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in doors, is you like that? Young throw niggas.
This is a turning point.
Is you like that? Niggas from the bottom really like that. Stepping in ballistas if you like.
Kendrick is the clear, like, he damn near the little big brother. He like the little big brother, bro. I swear Kendrick's the boogeyman. That appeared in get out to the room.
Oh my God. Bro, it's giving me Wayne vibes at the same time, bro. Oh my God. Damn.
Let the beat play? What was this? For J. Cole to jump on? Like, what was this? For J. Cole and Drake?
Beat's fire. This beat's fire.
Yo, why you getting me in the mood like I'm in Street Fighter, bro? I'm about to... Ready? And then just slap the shit out of somebody. Go ahead, bro. I like that.
Young dope dealer selling dope, is you like that? Kicking doors, kicking in
Chapter
doors,
6.
is you like that?
Scary Hours. 3. The Subliminals Get Louder. If For All the Dogs was the whisper, Scary Hours 3 was the raised voice. On Stories About My Brother, Drake drops the Kobe bar. The city don't love you like that and they frying you up, / I can't wait for the day that you choose to retire your stuff, / that's how you gon' find out you not Kobe Bryant to us, / man, you not Kobe Bryant to us at all. Drake's telling Kendrick, you're not the legend you think you are. The fans, the industry, they'll turn on you eventually. On Red Button, Drake references having a red button that could destroy someone, making everyone heaven-gated. The prevailing theory is that it's about Kanye, but the idea that Drake had a nuclear option became a running narrative throughout the 2024 beef. Some believe this is what Kendrick called Drake's bluff on, and Drake never pressed the button. Chapter 7. Kendrick's responses prove the theory. Kendrick confirmed every subliminal. On Like That, first person shooter, fuck sneak dissing. He names the song, calls out the subliminal strategy. Motherfuck the big three, it's just big me. He rejects the entire big three framework. If you walk around with that stick, it ain't Andre 3K. He diminishes Drake's tough talk. For all your dogs getting buried, that's a K with all these nines. He gon' see Pet Cemetery. He flips the album title into a death certificate for Drake's entire circle. Surprised you sent that feature request. You know we got some shit to address. He confirms the denied feature request, proving the entire backstory. Did Cole foul? I don't know why you still pretending. He calls out Drake for manipulating Cole into the big three narrative. Kendrick's responses aren't random. They're systematic replies to specific FATD bars. If there were no subliminals, Kendrick wouldn't have named first-person shooter directly. If there were no subliminals, he wouldn't have referenced the feature request. If there were no subliminals, he wouldn't have flipped the album title. The fact that Kendrick addressed FATD bar for bar proves Drake's album was exactly what the theory says. A preemptive strike disguised as a relationship record. Let's tie it all together. July 2023. Drake announces Tea Time on Meltdown. Tells us the next album is a spill session. October 2023. For All the Dogs drops, loaded with subliminals across multiple tracks. November 2023. Scary Hours 3 turns up the volume even more. March 2024. Kendrick finally snaps on Like That, proving he heard every bar. April to May 2024. The biggest rap beef of the decade explodes. For All the Dogs was never just a relationship album. It was a calculated pre-war propaganda piece. Drake positioned the subliminals so deep that casual listeners heard a moody R&B project. But Kendrick heard everything. And that's exactly why he came so hard on Like That, Euphoria, 616 in LA, and Not Like Us. Drake told us it was tea time, and then he served the whole pot. What bars did I miss? Drop them in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want the full breakdown of Kendrick's responses to every FATD subliminal.